Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. My name is Cam. I'm sick, and I got other people who's probably sick with me.
I hope not. Hi, this is Zim. Welcome to another episode of Dash Assault, Gaming and Nerd Edition.
Oh yeah, we're mixing them together. Who else is here with me?
And this is Snowy. Again, I'm here because it's mandatory, but it's always fun to have friends. Well, it's always good to have friends that are just as salty as I am when it comes to things.
Also, it's when we let him out of the shed.
Yeah.
Shane and Brandon can't make it. Shane, he done fell off the face of the earth. And Brandon, he's in a cottage in the woods somewhere.
Skinning teenagers.
Oh yeah, he's the killer this time. So, like you said, we're doing both a gaming and a comic books edition. Right now, we're going to talk about the new show that's sweeping the nation, Luke Cage.
Zim's review, bring the motherfucking ruckus out of 10.
Bring the motherfucking ruckus.
I had that stuck in my head at work all day
I
because of the fight scene, and I couldn't sing it because they tend to frown at you screaming obscenities at the top of your lungs.
Yeah, you kind of can't do ODB stuff in kind of public without looking a little crazy.
Yeah.
Or without the risk of being fired, but
Right.
that's just normal.
Yeah, but man, that was the perfect music for that. So basically, I really liked it. Like all the Netflix shows that has great fight choreography, and they actually are able to do the budget. Things look good. They, it was coherent. It was fun.
The transitions were amazing.
It did touch on issues without getting too message with it. Like a couple times, it seemed a little ham-fisted, like when they were talking to Method Man on the radio show. But it was whatever, because fucking Method Man.
Right.
Yeah, that was the best cameo ever.
Oh man, I liked it. I really liked the show. Like me and my other friends started watching it, and I was gonna watch like one episode because I had to go to work the next morning. I ended up watching that show, or no, I was off the next morning. I was gonna go to bed. I ended up watching like all the way up to like halfway in the season, and I was like, man, I gotta finish watching this when I get a chance. And I forgot, and I was supposed to watch today, but I was busy. And I told myself as soon as I get unbusy, I probably will after this podcast start watching the rest of the episodes before I go to bed. But I definitely want to finish watching this, and I hope there's a season 2 coming out.
There has to be.
There's definitely going to be like this, and like the other Jessica Jones are also going to get a season 2.
Right.
Then of course they're going to have Iron Fist and the Defenders miniseries or movie or whatever the hell it's going to be.
I like the last part where it's just like, don't worry, I have a good lawyer for you.
Yeah.
It's like, hey.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
That was one of the most annoying things about Jessica Jones is like she was in Hell's Kitchen and was needing legal help, but she kept going back to that one sketchy lawyer. It's like,
well, that's
you live by Daredevil.
Well, that's the thing. That's part of family too, so that's why she kept going back to her.
Yeah, I guess.
And it was just they kept getting worse and worse, but they already had the background for it. So she didn't know the Daredevil. She didn't know their backlines. They didn't know anything like that. Yeah. The only one that's really linking them together, other than Luke randomly finding out, like, oh,
is the nurse. Yeah.
Yeah, that was my bitch. Like. That's pretty much what happened, but the nurse is the only one that's linking all of them together currently.
Yeah, she's a character in the comics called the Night Nurse who was introduced by, God, was it? I'm trying to remember who was writing that at the time, but she showed up originally in Daredevil and was introduced as, I'll sew up Spider-Man or Daredevil or whoever needs help and can't go to the hospital because they're a vigilante.
Yeah. Right. I didn't see Jessica Jones. Like, I was told it was bad, but then some friends told me, like, it's good.
It's good, but it's super dark.
And then they told me, like, there was a cameo.
No, Jessica Jones.
Oh, God, yeah, Jessica Jones.
And then someone told me, like, there's a scene with Luke Cage in it. Yeah. And then...
Oh, yeah.
And I'm guessing it's very sexual and very crazy.
They break the fucking bed, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was told. They're like, it was crazy. And then... I saw the Luke Cage show, and I'm like, man, I hope Jessica Jones come back for like one weird cameo or any.
Yeah, she didn't have a cameo at all, which I thought was weird. I thought she was gonna at least show up or like he'd call her on the phone or something. I thought at least
somebody was gonna come in. Daredevil, Jessica Jones, somebody else.
Yeah.
Well, he's in another part of the city. He's in Harlem, and they're in the kitchen. So
yeah. But you would think that somebody would show up.
Well, Turk did.
Well, yeah, Turk fucking tied everything.
He's perfect for Turk because he's been getting his ass whooped since the 80s and Frank Miller's shit.
He was the one that was like, hey man, when we get my money when they're on top of the roof having
he's like
dude. How the hell you get up here?
Yeah, it's like,
Wait, is your business with him? Yeah. Okay, well, guess what? Business is downstairs. You can go collect it right now.
You can go collect your money downstairs, Mr. Turk. I was like, damn.
he just died fast. Like, y'all are crazy. I'm going back to the kitchen.
Yeah, y'all fools are crazy. I'm going back to the kitchen.
Yeah, that's like he feels more safe where there's a dude dressed up like the devil that beats his ass,
Right.
And like ninjas.
Shit, he wouldn't.
Shit,
At
man.
that point, you might as well just fucking go back. Like, fuck that.
I know, right? Man.
I'd rather get a shuriken in my ass and deal with this shit.
And the build-up was pretty good because, like, at first I was kind of like, man, they're kind of running it slow to make sure this guy, trying to get him out there doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I can understand where he's trying to, hide his powers from the people. And they finally gave him that, that push through the threshold where, Pops get killed. And it's like, oh, man, he's got to go and do something now.
Oh,
He goes up and he raided that building, man.
That was awesome.
Oh, my God, it was awesome.
I think it's as good, if not better, than the original hallway fight from Daredevil, which is one of my favorite action scenes I've seen on a TV show.
Oh, that like 5-minute long series where it's just like he's getting his ass kicked and everyone else getting their ass kicked.
Yeah, microwave to the head,
great.
but in this he's just like wailing on with a car door, just like because he was super strong, he's just like bitch slapping them so he doesn't kill them, and it's like it's just like come on, bring it. Like one thing I did notice, and they did confirm, they were inspired by the scene in the original Terminator where he just storms that cop station.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where he just.
That explains the shotgun dude because I remember that I saw that shotgun dude and I was like, that reminds me of another movie.
Yeah.
Now you said Terminator, I was like,
Yeah, it was the original Terminator when he's like, I'll be back, and the poor desk sergeant cop didn't look up for his paperwork and gets rammed with a station wagon. He gets out. So Luke Cage didn't need no goddamn guns.
Right? You don't need any guns. You just need a chair or a couch.
A chair, a couch, door off some poor bastard sedan. Hopefully it was one of those assholes' car.
Yeah, right? Didn't he before you go in there, he put on headphones, right?
Yeah, he put on the headphones, so that was him listening to Bring the Ruckus.
Yeah, I'm surprised throughout, they played the song throughout, and I'm surprised the headphones didn't get damaged or nothing. All them bullets and shit. I was surprised no one shot the MP3.
That'd be hilarious if his MP3 player gets shot. God damn it, that was my jam! Wow!
That was my jam!
Oh god, it was pretty good, but man, you knew something bad was going to happen to Pops the second they introduced him.
Oh, yeah.
The kindly old barber is like, oh dude, you're fucked.
Especially when they got ties to the main villain, I was like, he's going to die, isn't he? He's going to die.
Yeah.
Yep, he's dead. Damn it.
Yeah. I was like,
now, I never read the comic, so it threw me off when I had suspicions of him, but that other cop, that
being a crook.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
I don't think he's really from the comics that I remember.
Yeah.
Misty Knight is. See, the thing with Misty Knight is she was Iron Fist's main squeeze for a long time, and so that's going to be awkward.
Yeah, that's going to be weird.
It's going to be like that circle of friends where everyone's hooked up.
Right.
It's like
Misty Knight looked good too, man. I have to say, she is one fine lady.
Yeah, she whoops some ass.
Oh yeah. On the streets and on the b-ball court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love that. It's like if a cop is challenging you to horse for information, it's because they know that they can beat you.
Yeah.
You see those initials? I was here before.
96.
I was like, yeah.
I was like, man, that is crazy. Yeah, I can't wait for if they do. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do a second season. I'll be right there waiting for it, man.
Oh, they have to.
I literally renew my Netflix account for Luke Cage because I was just gonna let it just ride. But then when I learned the episodes are out, I was like,
hell yeah,
go online and renew the subscription.
It's like woo. That's when me and my roommate are waiting for the whole season of Ash vs. the Evil Dead is up so we can pay for a Star subscription for one thing and just binge it. Which that's back. I haven't watched it yet, but friggin' watch it. It's got Bruce Campbell in it. What more do you want?
Oh yeah, right. Bruce Campbell, man. I saw the advertisement when I was watching Hulu, and I was like, man, I gotta watch this.
Yeah.
I think I got 4 or 5 episodes into the first season. I fucking loved it.
Yeah. Oh, but back on Luke Cage, it's like, what y'all think of Cottonmouth?
Man, he's I haven't
him and his evil ass cousin.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
That I don't know, man. All I can really say is I'm glad there's a villain where it's there's one who's trying to do good for the community, but doing it the wrong ways. And then you got someone
who's just a straight up gangster.
Just straight up gangster, and everyone fears him.
Yeah.
But no one's doing anything about it.
Yeah, that's the thing is like they're kind of like the Kingpin, but like, you know, Cottonmouth is more like the Kingpin as he becomes, you know, where he's a straight up fucking gangster.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the naive, you know, as hell congresswoman who thinks that all this crime and shit is doing the community good, which, lady, what are you on? You thought this shit was good.
Right? Like, you're
this dude is selling guns to, like, street gangs?
Yeah. Like there was a spot where she's, you know, upset. She's like, I don't like this whole, you know, all these thugs here. And Cottonmouth's like, these are not thugs. These are your
constituents.
Yeah, these are your employees or whatever. And like, you see the dudes, and they're like, these dudes cannot be more sketchy. Like, not even just from their appearance, just the way they try to hand the flyers.
Yeah.
Keep Harlem black, brother. And they say, like, they look at you mean and shit. And I'm like, these
they're like
dudes,
mean mugging, like not like, you know, oh hey man, take the flyer. Like, you know, you like they're just Cage is just like, huh?
Like, they're just standing there, like, looking all intimidating and stuff. It's like, you know, some shit's about to go down. You can't trust these guys. But then, even with them being with the congresswoman, you're like, something's up with these guys. They're just here for something. They're waiting for shit to pop off.
Yeah, that man. Also, I got your comment on this. Here's the dude's bulletproof. He just straight up gets a rocket launcher, blows up the Chinese restaurant. It's like, shit, man.
God damn.
That was a bit extreme.
I was like, damn, Cottonmouth. Like, I thought he was just gonna go over there. Like, I thought he had like a gun or something. I thought he was gonna do a drive-by or something.
Like,
I thought he was
with a
gonna
sniper
snipe.
rifle.
Or yeah, that's what I thought too. I thought he was gonna snipe somebody. This motherfucker pulled out our RPG.
Oh no, that was a bazooka, dude. That was a goddamn rocket.
Oh.
It was like an anti-tank missile.
I was like, damn, son, first off, where'd you get that?
Yeah.
And two, how you made it on top of the rooftop with no one noticing it? Well, you're Cottonmouth, so I guess no one thinks you bat an eye.
I was like, no one calls the cops in that neighborhood.
Three.
Dude, at that point, if you see somebody going to a top of a building with a bazooka, you fucking leave.
Yeah, I'm like,
you don't say shit, you didn't see shit, you fucking gone.
It's like, you know what, man? You handle your business. I'm gonna go over here. So I'm gonna let you handle your business. I'm not even gonna call the cops.
Obviously, somebody pissed you off. I'm not gonna try to piss you off.
Reminds me of line from Highlander. Oh yeah, 40, 50 people standing around. So of course nobody saw shit. I was like, you like that's no one wants to get involved in that shit. It's like in Highlander, yeah, two dudes having a sword fight, and this crazy dude guns them both down with an Uzi, and one gets up. Like,
yeah, I think I'm done.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, like
I like Luke's response when he saw that rocket. Sweet sister.
Oh, one thing I love is
catchphrase from now on.
After we're out of here,
Christmas,
you gotta tell me what happened.
I love that she's like, we'll wait till we're out until we talk about this shit. Oh, one thing I loved is like after he's in prison, when he escapes, like the clothes he steals.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's his original costume.
Yeah.
The disco shirt is yellow and
right.
shit. It's like, man, you look like a damn fool when he's looking in the mirror. And, oh man. Like sometimes they'll reference that in the comics, like a lot of them wear like a yellow muscle shirt or something. But
right.
it's like,
I like when they do that because what was the game that did that? Devil May Cry, the reboot.
Yeah.
They did it when Dante's hair or some silver stuff got on Dante's head, and he looked at the mirror and was like, never in a million years, man. He just takes the wig or whatever off.
Oh, God.
And it pissed a lot of people off, too, because they like that Dante.
Oh, yeah. I had people that was like, no, man. Fuck that guy. But yeah, also the surprise villain, the Diamondback, that was a surprise.
Yeah, Diamondback scared the shit out of me when he first showed up.
I like this fact. Hey, any villain that shows up and immediately quotes the Warriors, I like.
Yeah.
I gotta check out Diamondback.
Oh shit, sorry, man.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Oh, dude, when you see him, I
don't want to see any pictures. I just want to see his intro.
Well, the best line of the show is from Bobby, backup mentor, basically. There's like, wait, shit, we killed the mentor and the Alfred kind of character. We'll have the dude that was playing chess in the shop be the backup.
Yeah.
But it's like, walks in like this supervillain costume. Man, you look like a robot pimp.
Man, I just got this fucking cleaned up again.
I was like, damn it. He's all pissed.
I'm gonna like that guy.
Also, like a lot of people said, like the big final fight though. Some people like there's people in the street watching and shit, and someone online was just like, I was just waiting for someone to yell World Star. Someone needs to like edit that on World Star, like make it like film it all shitty on their phone, like oh shit man, look at that. there's a robot pimp fighting some big dude. Oh, fuck, it's Luke Cage. That'd be funny as hell.
That would be funny.
They need to have that as like an Easter egg in the next year. Have like the DVD guy,
right?
Because there's always the DVD dude in the hood.
Right.
Where he's taking like the selfie, world stars, just beating the shit at each other.
Yeah.
I never understood that in World Star. How come no one can hold the camera straight? Like, it's just everyone having a
they're
seizure?
pumped up, they're happy, they're excited. They're like, he's getting bitch slapped. Okay, oh fuck yeah, woo, world star.
Just hold it where I can see. Stop having a seizure and just chill out while I'm trying to watch what you want me to look at.
Yeah, which is usually some sketchy shit, but it's entertaining.
Right? I forgot, I think you mentioned you mentioned it one. All the episodes, they're named after Gangstar.
Gangstar songs.
Yep.
Songs. Some of them I never even heard of. Like I heard of DWYCK, Code of the Streets, Take It or Don't Take It Personal, Take It Personal, whatever. Moment of Truth. Like I heard of half of these songs and I didn't hear the other one, so I told myself I'm gonna go back and look these up. I didn't know
they probably go pretty good with the episode.
Oh,
they do. Yeah,
they do.
They actually go good.
I have
with
a
the
question.
episode.
What the fuck is a steez?
You know my steez. Shoot, I know that song too, and I'm trying to think of the lyrics, what it even means. Because let me ask something. Is that the episode where Method Man makes an appearance?
I think so, yeah.
Because Method Man sings that part in the song.
Oh, okay.
So it may make sense for him to be in that episode.
I think Meth was in the last or second to last episode.
Yeah.
But no, it's great. I'm going to spoil it since you already know he's in there.
Yeah.
But it's like his appearance. Well, actually, no, they showed that in one of the trailers, but there's this like convenience store getting robbed. It's him and the clerk standing there. He was having the wrong place, wrong time. He's all pissed off, standing there, his hands up. And one of the robbers like, "Oh shit, Meth. I'm sorry about this, man. I grew up with that Wu-Tang shit." He's like trying to talk to him. Meth's just like, "Really, man? Really? Right now you're going to try to have this conversation?"
Like, you were literally robbing the shit out of me right now. You're trying to have a conversation?
and then Luke walks in. "Oh, stop. It's Luke Cage." He just flicks both of them in the head. and like him, he sees Meth. He's like, "Oh, that was my shit back in the day." And then, hug and shit. And like, he swaps hoodies with him so he can hide.
Right.
So he's walking around in Meth's camo hoodie for like the last episode.
That's great.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if
Meth does a rap for it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're gonna keep that theme of using hip hop songs in the next season, because I want to see what kind of rapper they want to use this time. Because Gangstar was good. That was a good idea. So, but I don't know.
Wu-Tang kind of featured prominently in the show because they used ODB for the trailer. Meth made an appearance in rap for it, and of course, Bring the Ruckus.
Right. So I don't know who. Wu-Tang would be a good choice.
Would be a good choice, especially since
Harlem's in
New York.
So okay, so it would make
sense. Biggie.
They use Biggie.
Biggie also featured the big ass Biggie Smalls thing glaring at us.
That was good. He was right in the right spot for that crown to fit on his head.
Oh yeah, that was a cool shot.
Yeah, I was like, damn. It's
like if you're a New York gangster.
Oh, go ahead.
If you're a New York gangster, you gotta have that poster.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially, oh man, speaking of that scene, man, he beat up that dude, man.
Oh yeah, that's some brutal shit.
So
it was a lot more believable than like Fisk and Daredevil, where like he was just like nuts, like when he like smashed a dude's head in a car for interrupting his date.
Right.
Like that was not a gangster. Yeah. That shit was gangster.
Yeah, he beat him. He didn't like slow down too. He was going faster. I was like, shit. It makes me wonder if he has like some kind of power or something.
No, I think he was just pissed.
That's shit.
Also, what kind of shit was that when he was trying to shortchange Pop? So it's like, come on, man.
Oh yeah.
That was a bitch move.
That was a dick move. This is your friend. This is someone you grew up with, and you still ain't gonna pay him, man.
I was like, it's not like you're hurting for $20.
It's like $20. That's chump change. That's like 2 cents.
And also, that was a good shave.
Yeah,
a good barber is hard to find. I got my roommate to buzz me down, like, because when I have a full beard now, but I would wear a goatee and mutton chops. Those bastards would chop one sideburn up to above the ear and leave the other one down to my chin.
Damn.
Yeah, and the lady that could do it right would never be there. So fuck that.
I gotta give you my number to the guy who did who shaped me up. He's pretty good. And he charges like $15-$18 for a shave and haircut.
Oh, that ain't bad. I think I'm just gonna start keeping the hair short and let it grow for a while. Then do that, like the lazy method. Yeah, but Luke Cage, pretty awesome. Like, I'm hoping the next season has more of just him and Iron. Like, they need to make him and Iron Fist bros in their show, because that was the big thing. Like, both their titles didn't really make it at first. Then they put them together, and it was awesome. It was like, let's mix blaxploitation and kung fu.
Hell yeah!
People loved it. And
that's what the RZA's waiting for.
Yeah, the
He's
RZA.
probably gonna be in the Iron Fist.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's where the rest of the Wu-Tang is.
Yeah,
they're waiting for the what was it? Iron Fist.
Yeah, Iron Fist. Yeah. Which, that's gonna be cool. But my thing is, like, Luke Cage in the comics, like, this is more modern Luke Cage because, like, 70s Luke Cage was basically like kind of like an A-Team style mercenary.
Right.
Like, he would help people pro bono, but he also liked to get paid.
Right.
You know, which, shit, rent in New York,
Yeah.
I would do.
I think that would be kind of. They may end up going with that theme later on to help rebuild the barbershop and for him to, you know.
Yeah, they could do that. Yeah.
They may go with that route.
Or, like, you know, they could have him either team up with, like, you know, do consultant jobs with Jessica Jones, which needs extra muscle and shit.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing, they could all kind of work together because, you know, Daredevil's a lawyer, law offices need PIs.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones is a PI. Like, for a while in the comics when, like, you know, Matt Murdock needed more security around his firm because, you know, people actually knew he was Daredevil, which I think is going to be the big thing in next season. It's going to be full-on Frank Miller, Daredevil must suffer. But he hired Luke and Iron Fist.
That would be great.
Oh, yeah. Interesting stuff about Misty, though. Like, she later becomes kind of like Oracle.
Really?
Yeah. She takes over the heroes because Luke and Iron Fist were like called Heroes for Hire, and then they had the name, like, they'd bring in more people for that, and there's kind of like a PI bodyguard type thing. But they'd also do super crime, you know, fight super crime and shit. But then, like, she took over the name, and it was her and some other folks. And then she kind of like expanded to also doing, like, you know, the earpiece consulting stuff.
Right.
And I fell off Marvel's side for a while. I think she also, like, became, like, partially like a cyborg or some crap for a while.
Damn.
Oh.
Shit.
This is Marvel, though. Like, Jubilee has been a vampire.
When did this happen?
I don't know, but apparently it was actually pretty well written. And Vampire Jubilee was like, you know, basically would also team up with X-23, Wolverine's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I gotta catch up on Marvel, man. I need to do a lot of catching up.
Also, one thing I loved is all, like, the discussions of all sorts of pop culture, sports, and, like, They did everything from, like, you know, old school, like, literature, like, poets and stuff from the area. Then they talk about the Knicks.
Right.
You know, man, I'm sick of the Knicks always losing. It's like, damn. But, you know, and also, you know, kung fu movies, which, back to the roots, again, like I said, the 70s, blaxploitation and kung fu.
Yeah.
And, you know, I really like that.
Yeah.
I love in the prison when he's talking to his buddy in prison. Oh, I know you did not just choose Jet Li over Bruce Lee.
Right.
Man. He was like,
that
nah.
would get your ass beat.
Yeah.
Bruce Lee once hit a dude so hard, another dude's bones broke. So he knocked him into him, busted his arm.
Shit, man.
Bruce Lee could kill your ass with a glare.
I think my favorite part was when, I think it was like 3/4 of the way through, when his sister's renovating the rooms after Diamondback was going in and out.
Yeah.
And they were taking Biggie's sign down and putting up that fucking random ass art.
Yeah.
The king has fallen. It was a subtle thing, and I'm just like, shit, dude.
It's like, oh.
It was subtle, but it meant a lot too.
Yeah, I totally missed on that derp. I forgot about that. Mostly because I was, like, still over adrenaline on all the awesome fight scenes and shit.
Shit, man. I gotta watch this.
Another thing is
watching it.
Shades, though. Shades didn't scare me at all because I'm a big Sons of Anarchy fan, and Juice was always a weenie on the show.
I can't take him seriously. Like, I've never seen Sons of Anarchy, but looking at him, he seems more like a joke character. Like,
I felt bad for him. Like, he did his best. Like, don't get me wrong, his performance is great, and I'm sure most people have no problem with it. But I'm just seeing Juice.
Yeah, like he seems more like the person who's like the comedy relief on the indie side, but he can still hold his own.
Oh yeah, he still Shades. He was really effective.
He was
except when he stopped that one dude from shooting up the barbershop.
Yeah,
he should have just been like, "No, we ain't doing this." Bitch slapped that guy, knocked him out
or something.
Nah,
damn, take the guns from him.
Right. Well, when he walked up the Diamond Pride, it's like, "What you talking about, Willis?" And he's like, "Oh, you got jokes?"
No, I still when they takes the hostages and stuff, and like Shades just like gives no fucks. He's like, "Diamondback, are you out of your goddamn mind?" Basically, he's just like, "No, man, no, this is insane."
Give a fuck.
But yeah, like on Sons of Anarchy, like his character in the first season was supposed to pack a couple duffels for them, like for some of the guys to go like look for this one asshole. You know, duffels with guns and ammo in it. He forgot to pack the ammo in there.
Damn.
So, and he got high. Like he would like pop some pills that he didn't know were tranquilizers. They get back to the clubhouse after having used guns as clubs. And Ron Perlman, who's the head of the president of the club, is just like, I want something special. Cuts to him waking up outside the police station of their town in a diaper.
Damn.
With a sign stapled to his chest that says, "Slightly retarded child, please adopt."
Oh.
So
Damn.
I can't take like, once I see it, I was like, oh damn.
That fucked up.
Yeah, it was. Oh man.
Not only did they staple him, they turned his ass to the police.
The cop was just like the one non-crooked cop in that town was just like, get home, man. He's like,
Just go home. You already had a bad enough day.
It's like, man, you pissed your buddies off. It's like, just go home, man. But yeah, all in all, it was a good show.
Yeah, it's a really good show. I'm going to continue watching it, and I hope they do a second season.
Oh, they definitely will.
They got to.
And I'm excited for the Punisher show.
Oh, man.
Is there a release date on that yet?
Not yet, but it's happening.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Well, it's because the dude that played the Punisher killed it.
Need to do a lot more than kill it.
Be funny as hell if like Luke Cage like startled him. Really?
Are you done?
That's still the best line of the whole show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about sick of having to buy new clothes. All this shit's getting shot up.
Right.
But yeah, they did so much subtle shit though throughout the entire series, and it added up. Like some of the moments were just made slightly less intense, and some were just like.
You go back and look at it, and you realize, oh yeah, that's what it means.
Well, when he's raiding up that that one building, I don't remember what it is.
That historic building.
Yeah, the historic building.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice what was on the desk?
Mm-mm.
Malcolm X's book, Martin Luther King, one of his books.
Mm-hmm.
They had at least 7 or 8 books on the table.
Right.
And I'm just like.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be a historical building for like
Christmas Attucks historical building.
Yeah.
Christmas Attucks.
Yeah, and they mentioned the history of Harlem a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of subtle things around, and it was
like all the the big cool looking murals and stuff.
Yeah.
Talked about show the great figures of the Harlem Renaissance and stuff.
Yeah, I actually really liked how they did that.
Like Harlem felt like it had a personality, so like more so than Hell's Kitchen did.
Oh yeah,
because it's not like modern Hell's Kitchen. Like that's a big thing. Like modern Hell's Kitchen has been gentrified. Like they took the hellhole out of it. They basically priced out all the people that lived there and built Starbucks and shit and all these ancient Irish bars.
Yeah,
but two best friends had a better line about it, because they're playing the Punisher game, which was quoting one of the Punisher comics by Garth Ennis, where he's fighting the Irish mob. It's like, to summarize, I can't remember if it was Matt or Woolley who says deep down, if a neighborhood could still be a shithole in its heart if it really tries. And that's basically what they're going with. And then, of course, they also blamed aliens from the big-ass, invasion. So I guess the kitchen got hit hard from the alien invasion. I'm amazed none of these shows yet have had, a flashback scene during the Avengers attack with them in the streets. So it's like, walk outside, oh, shit, an alien!
They'll probably implement that somewhere, like season 5 or some shit.
Yeah, that was gonna be funny as hell. It was like Luke Cage going outside to go do something. And they're like, hell, was probably still at the bar from Jessica Jones. It's like, alien walks in the bar, just picks it up, slams it on the table.
Oh man, so Luke Cage, man, yeah, y'all need to go do that second episode. Get on Netflix. All right, so in case y'all haven't noticed, about a couple weeks ago, Nintendo 64 20th anniversary. I feel old as hell right now.
Yeah, me too, dude.
I did not know the N64 came out when I was like 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah.
And I just remember when I didn't even know about it until a friend of mine rented it from Blockbuster.
You could rent the N64?
Yeah,
you could rent systems back then.
Yeah, back then you could rent systems.
Shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. And I was like, I thought he bought it because it came in like this case. I was like, shit, Nintendo's serious. And then he opened it up and he's like, oh no, they rent, or you can rent systems. And I was like, what? How much is it? And his mom told me how much it was. I was like, man, I need to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, N64, 20 years old. Y'all got any memories about the N64?
Oh, so many.
Oh man, let's talk about them.
GoldenEye.
Oh man.
Oh, one of my favorite games of all time. I just remember one of my cousins had it, and we'd go over there and play. And I was a much younger cousin. I just get my ass kicked. I think that's how my folks noticed I needed glasses, because I would be squinting at the screen once I got mine. So my vision improved once I got that. My gameplay did not. Like being my dad, like I got my dad on GoldenEye too. We'd spend many an hour playing that shit. One time my mom played with us, and so my folks were still together. Dad kept getting mad at me because I would just keep like ghosting my mom, like surprise. She's like, I can't see you. You always pop up behind me. Dad be like, son, play fair. It's like, no.
This is great.
Man, that's some cheap shots.
Yeah. Oh God, Perfect Dark. My best friend from right here would always like have get-togethers. We'd hook up the 64, even into high school, and we would play us some Perfect Dark. And I hate that fucking long shot weapon. I think that is the cheap. Fuck the blue shell. Fuck the blue shell. This is the cheapest weapon in video game history. It is a heat-seeking sniper rifle that shoots through the wall.
Damn.
Through the wall.
That's bullshit.
That is horseshit. Oh,
that's FMJ before FMJ.
Yeah, it was some bullcrap, man. Like, oh, so many screamed teenage obscenities.
And it will go through like if you've got 5 like layers of walls, it'll go through that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It wasn't just like one wall or like a door. Nah.
That's crazy.
It was worse than the RCP-90, which would shoot, or the Moonraker laser. They also had a fly-by-wire missile launcher, but that at least took a little bit of skill.
Yeah.
And you could sneak up behind them and shoot them in the back of the head.
And that would be like a rifle that's just laying around, like you can just go and pick it up, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think they did like rewards for killing people.
Oh no, that shit was it was basically better go find you a weapon or you're gonna die. That's the best way to play the GoldenEye or Perfect Dark. Just you better find a weapon, you're gonna die. But Perfect Dark at least had the disarm, to where if you're like playing against someone who got a little too close trying to get that headshot, take their gun, shoot them in the face with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna borrow your gun.
Yeah, that was
borrow your life.
You know,
Here,
I
one
think
second.
I think that was one of the first console shooters to use like alt fire modes.
Well, I played Perfect Dark, but I can't remember it.
Yeah, because they had alt fire modes.
I was like the first and last time I played Perfect Dark, I was drunk with my friends, and we were playing the multiplayer. It was just me and him and a third person, and we tried doing the mission. And I was like, man, let's just play multiplayer. So did multiplayer, and I barely remember what map we were on, because I was drunk.
Talking memories, dude. You're supposed to shit you remember.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun playing Perfect Dark, and I'm glad I got the rare replay to play it again.
Oh yeah, rare replay. I remember playing Banjo-Kazooie back in the day.
Banjo-Kazooie.
As you've seen on the channel, our nemesis platforming.
I don't know why you guys have such bad problems with platforming. I grew up on platforming, so
I did too. I don't know why I suck at
I know. Like I said in one of the episodes, I played this shit better when I was 8.
I think it was just because I played a lot more of them over the years, and I've just slowly gotten better with them.
That's true. I did kind of switch over to shooters.
Yeah, I was playing shooters and fighting games, so platformers are like more.
Because if you notice, like the 3D platformer kind of died.
Yeah, there's not many,
somewhat.
There's not many 3D platformers.
Like a new Ratchet and Clank game came out, and no one gave a fuck.
They didn't
Same
even
with the movie.
Yeah. I heard about the movie. I was like, oh man,
I heard it sucked.
No one talked about it.
Yeah. Nobody it's like, damn, this came out 10 years too late.
Yeah. It's sad because I like Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah. They were fun little games.
Yeah, they were fun. Especially I liked it when you can, like, if you had the first one, you play the second one, you can move all your weapons to the second one. Move all those weapons to the third one. And then I think it was a fourth one you can move it to or something like that. And then they did the same thing with the new game where if you have, I think like you can download some of the weapons you have from the PS3 version, or you can, I don't know, there was weapon transfer, and I like that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Super Mario 64, the game that started it all.
Oh yeah, that was a fun game.
I think it came with everything.
It did.
Like,
It
no
was
matter what, here, have a good game.
Yeah, I think that was like the last time Nintendo gave a game. Well, no, because you had Wii Sports and then whatever the Wii U comes out with now.
Yeah. Oh, I love that game. Like, actually, I remember when I got my 64. That's like, I fucked up and opened the wrong package first. I opened up. I had got WCW versus NWO, and I had to open that. I'm like, but Mom, I have a Genesis, and she's like, oh, we'll return it. I'm like, oh, okay. And I opened the big box. I'm like, oh my god, it's an N64! I was so happy.
Oh man,
it was
awesome.
So
hyped. You got it for Christmas or your
birthday? I got it for
I
Christmas.
did
it was
too.
so
Nice.
awesome.
I got it for Christmas.
I remember that
hyped.
as well.
Oh, it was so great. I got that. And I remember. They also got me an extra controller because so I could play with my cousins. So like. They figured, screw it, they could switch off because controllers are still expensive. I never understood why controllers are so damn expensive.
I know, right?
Like nowadays,
Well,
it's
they
like
were-
$60.
Yeah.
To be fair, they were really well built.
That's
Well,
true.
yeah.
For their time, those were significally amazing controllers.
Yeah.
Even
And some of
they're
them are
shaped
still
weird.
outlasting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
like,
the one
even
I-
if and the warranty on Nintendo stuff's good too. Like I remember I had some sort of problem with the N64, and today they told me to take it to GameStop. Like we schlepped from what town I lived in 40 miles away from the GameStop here, and they switched it. Actually, it might have been EB Games at the time.
EB Games,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was an EB Games in the mall.
Yeah.
But yeah, they swapped it out like that. Like you had to tell us to call into us and read the serial number and all that, and boom, shakalaka.
Nice.
Oh, Zelda.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Ocarina of Time was a
Mhm.
game changer.
There's no telling how many times I replayed that game.
That has become like one of the how they had talked about the literary canon. That's become like the gaming canon.
Yeah.
That is good, like that, and like the Metal Gear games, the original Mario games.
There's one thing about that game that I never got. Why so many people had trouble on the water temple.
It wasn't.
I didn't have any problems.
The water
It wasn't
temple could
that
eat a
people-
bucket of fried scorpion dicks.
Well, the thing was,
I hate that place.
the thing with me was it wasn't hard. It was just redundant because you had to keep going in
it
the
was
menu.
frustrating.
Take the boots off, go back in the menu, put the boots on. Then, if you were one of the people who unfortunately saved in the middle of the game and turn off the game and come back, you don't remember where your process is.
Yeah.
So if you leave, come back, unless you come back that same day. So if you leave, don't play the game a couple of days or so, come back, you're used to the level the water was when you first come in.
Yeah.
You come back, the water level's different, so you're like, okay, how do I remember to get through this part or this
And
part?
it's not even like you could easily reset it.
Yeah, that's why.
I was so frustrated. And I didn't have a guide or like internet guides were spotty at best.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh god, it was so
Game
frustrating.
backs.
I never beat that game because of that.
I told him we gotta.
I guess we're gonna have to go back through it.
Mm-hmm. I told him we get done Banjo Kazooie.
Oh god, I'm drinking heavily during the water temple. You can't stop me.
Okay, we'll take over so that you can still beat the game without having to do it.
You're gonna catch me running naked down the road with a sword. Then I'm gonna go attack my neighbor's chickens and see if they swarm me.
However, I will say this now. I loved Majora's Mask, but at the same time, I religiously hated it. Because
I love
growing
Majora's
up,
I need to play it.
when growing up,
Oh, it's good.
when I was growing up, I didn't understand the concept of time. I just couldn't grasp the concept of time until I was like maybe 13 or 14.
Uh-huh.
And up until that point, I just could never figure out the day cycles. It bugged the shit out of me. Even with the visual there, I couldn't grasp it. It was just like, I can't do this. But I went through the game. That game actually helped me figure out time and actually time placements and everything else and time management. And I unlocked everything in that game just so I could not go back to it.
Nice.
Because if I would have left one thing out, I would have literally been pissed off, and I would have went back and got that one thing.
Well, that's it. I remember how dark that game was. Like it was so dark. The advertising. You guys remember the advertising?
Mm-hmm.
Radio Zelda.
Oh yeah.
That was freaky. It was like if it was happening in the real world. Like this guy was just like talking about. There's just not that much time left, and it's cut all this depressing imagery, like a young couple like embracing, all sad.
Oh yeah.
Like somebody staring at the moon from their window and stuff.
Yeah. I remember it was a tagline. It was like 72 hours, one hope.
Yeah, it's like
that was the best
and
tagline.
then the thing was like, you know, the commercial. It's all on you, kid. It's like, damn, man.
Yeah.
But there's so much dark side. I was talking to my kid brothers because they grew up playing my 64 and like you know, asking me advice and stuff. And hell, they they surpassed me as gamers. I was never quite great shakes at it.
That mascot was about to beat the shit out of Link if he didn't get his damn mask back.
Yeah, I know.
You saw how
That
pissed
dude
he
was.
was?
That dude was.
He's
just
shit
like,
out of him.
Get me my mask back, otherwise I'll go me.
It's like, all right, Gollum.
Damn, son.
I think the mask was possessing his ass first.
Mm-hmm.
And then like how the ring jumped off and was trying to escape the host and then got stuck with Gollum.
Yeah.
And then got stuck with the Skull Kid.
Yeah.
But my thing is, like we're talking like they're like that king, that Deku Scrub King, the Scrub Lord. He was trying to boil a poor monkey alive for a crime he didn't do.
Yep.
Then you find like you find that poor dead fish dude.
Yeah.
You find that his grieving mute with grief wife.
Yeah, his wife, she was about to have kids too, wasn't she? Or she...
The sick bastard was like stealing all the Zora eggs. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
And then that poor Goron dude who froze to death. Like, and you're wearing the skin of dead people basically.
Yeah, pretty much. You're winning once you turn in or put on those masks, you become those dead people.
Oh, and like the scary look when you put on, like I remember being like, "Oh my god!" As a little kid, it's like, when you get to turn back from a scrub for the first time, you're like, "Oh, cool, put on the mask." Oh god! His eyes are like, he's like, Link is like shrieking in pain.
Yeah.
There's no challenge that Link will not face.
No, there isn't. No matter how hard it is.
The mask.
He's putting.
He will always face his problems.
Oh God, Joey. Oh God, get the
Trust me, I know it was bad. I know it was bad.
The one thing I like about Majora's Mask, and thank God for it, even though I never played the game, that and Pokemon Black was the games that got me into creepypastas because the Ben Drowned Majora's Mask creepypasta. I forgot the guy's name off the top of my head. He starts with a D. But when he made those videos, and made the creepypasta, it was awesome. I was legit scared because I thought it was real. And I was like, oh my god, this shit's real.
And then he found a bunch of cartridges in your house, not tell you. Ah!
I was like, damn, for real. And then like later you find out it's all fake. But I was like, damn, that's a really good story. Caught me off guard.
It was well written, and with the videos, it made it even better.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you right now, if you ever have to make a creepypasta, put videos and audio like stuff with it, make it believable.
Yeah.
Take note from that guy.
Yeah, and from like Blair Witch, like act like that shit is not real. If you have to, screw with your cast. But anyway, back on Majora's Mask. You guys remember the alien abduction?
Oh yeah.
Man, that was sad too.
Yeah, the poor girl got abducted by aliens and is all freaked out if you fail. That was sad. Also, the game's like Groundhog Day, but with more horrible shit happening.
Right. That thing is like once you it's like right on the third day you go to that farm, you learn about the milk, like its potency.
Yeah.
It's basically supposed to be like alcohol. Well, the older sister's trying to say, on that third day, I'll give you that milk. So basically, what she's doing, she's gonna intoxicate that girl so she don't know about the moon crashing. So she be all happy and stuff, while the older sister was gonna be fully sober and not know about it.
Yikes.
Or know about it.
That's
like,
deep shit.
damn, that's crazy.
It's
that
too. Like,
that would be a better way to go out.
Yeah. In bliss.
One theory I've heard about the game is that it's like about the stages of grieving.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I could see it like anger because everyone's like all angry and like refusing the first day and the last day they're like bargaining or depressed or just like stoically glaring at the moon.
Yeah, even the guy in the toilet's all pissed off. He's just like, man, I don't have toilet paper. Can you get some toilet paper?
Yeah, that was weird.
Like
apparently there's a myth about a Japanese ghost that comes out of the crapper at you. I don't know.
Yeah, I heard about that. That was weird.
Oh, you want to know the most terrifying thing in the game?
What's that?
That shriek the Skull does, like Skull Kid does when you're like you go up to confront him on the clock tower.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, wow, God! Like that's how he starts the moon dropping, like because you finally get all the stuff like you're supposed to, like grab the key or whatever it was to get through the clock tower.
Yeah.
Because that punk ass is up on top of the clock tower taunting you the whole time for your first cycle.
So
hey,
you
get
bitch.
up there. He's just like, oh, so you made it. They just like raises his arms and streaks his head back, and like all this wavy energy appears, and he goes, "I can't even replicate the sound. Go to YouTube and look that up because it is." Whoo! I was not expecting that when I was a kid.
I didn't play it, but I watched Chuck Conroy play it. I don't remember that part. And he was playing the N64 version.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he played it before the 3DS version came out. I'm trying to remember
It's still pretty horrifying.
Yeah.
I gotta play it though. If I happen to get the N64 version, I'll play it. But if I get the 3DS version,
make sure it's got the upgrades chip in it.
Oh,
yeah.
which one is the upgrade?
It has like this little pack you plug in.
It's the red chip that goes.
Oh,
in front.
the expansion pack.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, because Majora's Mask came with it.
Mm-hmm. And so did Donkey Kong 64. It came with that too.
Sweet.
Super Smash Brothers, the first one.
Oh yeah, so much time. Like at the same friend's house where we'd always play Perfect Dark, we'd play that till we bled.
Man.
And this one dude would always play Fox and kick the crap out of us.
Fox was OP back then.
Oh yeah, my main was Kirby. He was also OP.
I played with Fox. I played with who else? Ness. I was like Ness seemed like a really technical player or a character because you had to use certain moves to get back on the stage. You couldn't just like up B. You had to use the thing to get back up there.
Around, yeah.
And I was like, there's so much potential I can do with this move.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I have a very unpopular opinion on this. I do not like Super Smash Brothers.
Get the.
I understand why people like
burning
it.
Oil.
I understand why people like it, but I just don't like it.
All right, we're gonna dress Joey up like a monkey, put shrubs on her head, and boil his ass.
Can't be doing that to Donkey Kong.
Have you played it?
Yeah, I played it. I've tried playing Melee, Brawl. I've tried playing them all. I just can't get into it. I've never really gotten into fighting games. I don't know why.
Joey is a godless communist.
I think you'll probably get more out of it as a party fighter than an actual fighting game because that was the whole feature. It was playing 4 people. It was
a fun party game.
Yeah, it wasn't right. It wasn't really advertised as a fighting game. It was more advertised as a party brawler. Like what's that game? Power Stone.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be like
that.
No,
Power Stone I actually liked. It's just I don't know why I didn't like it, to be honest. It's just something about it I just didn't like.
It's nuts, the community of Super Smash Brothers
as
it is now.
The community is amazing. Like, looking at their stuff and actually seeing them do the tricks that they're doing, I find that amazing.
Yeah.
I just can't get into it personally.
Yeah.
But the people that get into it, that spend time and energy and just, they have fun and I love it. I understand how it works and what's going on, but I just can't get into it myself.
Well, there's one cool video I like. There's a dude who does smooth jazz, and he takes a fighting video from one of the I don't know if it was Evo or something else, but it's this person playing as Peach fighting Fox. Every move that Peach lands on Fox, this guy's doing freeform jazz, and the cymbals are hitting every time Peach hits. The drums are hitting whenever they're like scuffling. Is nuts.
Yeah.
Look it up on YouTube. Is very entertaining. I like it.
That's awesome. Another game, Rogue Squadron. I sucked at that game, but I loved it. See, I was lucky. I got my copy used, I guess. It had an unlocked save file on it, so I was able to just try every mission on there and not pass a fucking one of them because I was a kid. But it was so much fun. Like all the cheat codes, all the card, like the stuff you even get George Lucas's like beat up old '79 Oldsmobile or something. There's an old car. There's the Naboo Starfighter if you went behind the Millennium Falcon.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, there's a TIE. The TIE Fighter you had to actually capture in the game, which I thought was kind of cool.
I don't know.
I missed out on
that
game.
one, sadly.
Oh, it was really fun. Like it was, Star Wars.
I've heard great things about it.
Yeah. It's a space combat game. Like you're basically Rogue Squadron, and it actually took a lot from the old EU. Like some of the missions were actually from the books.
Oh, nice.
Like there was one on Mon Calamari where Admiral Akbar's from, where you're fighting like these things called the World Destroyers from this comic where Palpatine's ass comes back from the dead. Basically, what these things are is they're like self-sustaining factory ships that harvest materials from the planets and make automated TIE fighter drones.
Oh wow!
So it's kind of like the Starforge from KOTOR now that I think about it. Yeah. But yeah, it is. You had to fight that, and it was just wrecking the They act, like in the books, it's actually a big plot point that they have to like use terraforming stuff to rebuild parts of Mon Calamari.
Damn.
Which
That's
they
nuts.
targeted that place because then the stuff like they built a lot of the rebel ships.
Hey, how about this? Star Fox.
I was just about to pull that
yeah.
up. Star Fox, man. That was the game back then.
Yeah, that was
That
awesome.
had so many hidden paths that you had to figure out. And even the subtlest things, like you have to do, like you have to go through one, you have to do 2 backflips on that one, you had to do that, you had to take a right instead of
do a
left.
barrel roll.
Barrel
And it's just
rolls.
like, that's just one sequence you need to go down a certain path that went completely different.
Yeah.
And you learned about so much of his past too, like, holy shit.
There was so much lore in that game too.
Yeah, you wouldn't even expect it.
And Andros'
It seems like a
creepy
short
ass
game.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't not expecting that. I was thinking like Andros was gonna be like in some lab. You gotta fight like robots or some shit. You go to Andros, you see his big ass head. Now this is coming from someone who never played Star Fox on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My uncle had that, so I'd play it when I'd hang out with him.
Yeah. So I didn't expect like a giant head. When that giant head came out, man, I froze. I was like, shit.
What is that?
What is this? This is
When it
new.
turned into a brain. It's like, oh!
That tripped me out because I was playing that at night. And I was like,
Oh.
what the fuck, dude?
And you were probably like, how old were you? Like 9?
Oh man, I didn't play it when it came out. I was in middle school when I finally got my
But
hands
still,
on it.
it's like, oh!
Yeah, it still tripped me out because I was not ready for that. I'm used to games like Super Mario 64, Pokemon Stadium, Wave Race 64, and then this come out of nowhere, and I was like, man, I want to play this because I
Star
knew-
Fox is cool as hell.
Yeah, because I heard about it, and then I got Smash Brothers, and I like Fox, and I was like, I want to play Star Fox 64. A friend of mine let me borrow it. I played it. I'm like, yeah, this is awesome. This is great. I get the Andros head. Oh my god, what the fuck? Go to the brain. What the fuck is this?
Yeah.
This is nuts. I got so hyped about that game. I rented it from Hastings like 3 times until they didn't hold N64 games anymore.
Ouch.
I was like, I have to buy this game. And
Yeah.
now it's on my Wii, and I don't stop playing it. Every time I play that Wii, I'm like, I'm gonna play Star Fox.
Oh, yeah. Oh, but yeah, Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Snap.
Oh, Pokemon Snap. Man, this is the most 90s thing ever.
Oh yeah.
Kids, here's what you could do. Here was a game where you would take pictures of Pokemon in this weird little cart thing. You're like on a Pokemon safari. And then you could get your parents to get in a car, take you to a Blockbuster, put the cartridge in a machine, and they would print you off your pictures.
Right.
This is how 90s this is.
That shit was great.
That was great. I wanted to do that, but my parents wouldn't take me to Blockbusters.
Although I rented it from Blockbuster. And, you know, and my folks are like, come on, son, you just already took the pictures. At Pokemon Stadium, it's like, never got around to catching this one? You can basically borrow one.
Borrow it.
Yeah.
You didn't catch that?
I definitely like that concept. It's just like, here you go, rent it.
Hey, there you go. Rent this game or rent this Pokemon.
Yeah, I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
All the weird little mini games, like I like the Sandshrew one. dig down to the bottom. That was a fun party game. You put all the little party games on there. Like there was like, oh god, I think wasn't there like a Whack-A-Diglett one?
Yeah.
No, you had to throw the hoops on Diglett.
Oh yeah, it was a ring
Yeah,
toss.
And
There's
don't hit like
Ekans, I think it was.
no, Ekans was the hoop.
Oh right.
Ekans was the hoop. You throw it on Diglett, and you're trying not to hit it on another Pokemon. I forgot what it was.
Yeah, crap, I don't either. But yeah, there's that. There was, oh god, what were the other ones?
I can't remember. I can barely remember. Those are the only 2 I can remember right now.
I think there was a
Oh,
the sushi one with Lickitung.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Yeah. My sister was good at that one.
You know, Lickitung, you know, like, my stepmom had a pug that had a tongue like that. I remember bringing my girlfriend over there to meet them for the first time. She had her legs up on the couch like, because the dog was trying to lick her.
So, my question is, who bought Pokemon Stadium 2, or not Pokemon Stadium 2, who bought Pokemon Snap just because it was the first 3D Pokemon on the to be played?
I didn't buy it.
Yep.
Well, I got it for Christmas, but I wanted it because of that.
I bought it straight up. I was like, this is going to be great.
Yeah, I was like, man, the first 3D Pokemon, I was like, man, it's close enough. We'll get a 3D Pokemon soon enough.
Yeah, screw it. It's fun, I guess.
Pokemon
Yeah.
Coliseum.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's like,
I have 2 kind of rarer games that I grew up on.
what's that?
Mystical Ninja, Goemon,
Uh-huh.
I remember that game.
I
and
heard about
Chameleon
it.
Twist.
I've heard about both these. I didn't play either of them.
I think I heard about that one.
Enlighten us.
Oh, Chameleon Twist. Okay, so what in Chameleon Twist, you are basically a chameleon that your tongue extends. So the entire basis of the game is you go around like a platformer, and then you put out your tongue, and you would hold the button out, and if you were able to attach to like a wooden stake, you would be able to grab onto it, and your entire body will twist. So you'd be able to do like weird ass patterns, like you'd be able to like put your tongue into like a figure 8, grab onto it, and then it would loop you around the entire platform. So they would do this in such a way that sometimes you won't even see vision on what's next. So you would have to do like a hook, go around the corner, and literally bring you to the exact platform. And they also had a mini game in the game to play billiards. So I would literally have people come over to play billiards and Chameleon Twist because it's just how fun it was.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Now, Goemon, that game was kind of like a platformer / RPG. Just think of like Okami.
I'm familiar with the series, but
I mean, so I've seen videos
of Okami.
Okay.
Instead of going around and doing the actual brush strokes, you're going around and actually trying to figure out pieces of puzzles in order to... I don't even remember what the end of the game was about. All I remember is that, like, partway through the game, you end up having, like, finding Goemon and trying to figure out, like, his past and a few other things and trying to figure out why all these disappearances were happening. And then fucking mechas start showing up and you're just like, oh, fuck, I gotta go against a mecha? He's got a rocket for a dick. Like, what the fuck? I can't battle this shit.
Japan.
And it's just like... The game is...
Wait, so that's where the dick mecha I keep seeing and stuff shows up.
Yeah, it's incredibly comical, but at the same time, I would highly suggest playing it just because of how much like history is in that series and how much fun it can be.
Oh, sounds cool. Now, my thing is still... What's better than the dick mech? Tequila Gundam, because it's a Gundam with a sombrero. That is the coolest thing.
The best thing to see.
Oh, God. What other games we missing?
There was one game I rented from Hastings one time. It was a pretty decent fighting game. It was called Flying Dragon. I don't know if y'all heard about this. There's a series. There's a NES version that came out a long time ago. And then this is like, I guess, the sequel or whatever. And what it was basically 2 fighting games in one game. There was a standard fighting game, kind of like Virtual Fighter. And then there was like a chibi version of it. I was bad at the standard, so I played the chibi version. The chibi version was fun because
Junior.
pretty much, I was pretty good with the chibi version, and what I liked about it is because you had more, or at least from what I saw, you had more character customization with the chibi version than you do with the original version. You probably do in the original version, but I don't remember it because I played like twice. I was like, yeah, I'm going with the Winnie Hut Jr. But it was cool because like it saved your stats and everything, and it's a really kid thing now that I think about it. Like I mentioned it. I may have mentioned it before. The shop owner, when you go to buy like the upgrades and stuff, she'll ask for your name. So you put your name in and stuff, and then every time you visit, like the more terminus my foot's itching too.
I don't know, man. What's going on?
I don't know. But yeah, she'll save your stats and everything, and the more tournaments you win, the more money you get. You come back, she welcomes you, she gives you tips, all this stuff. So like as a kid, I was like, oh, this is awesome. The game is actually helping me play the game. That was like the first time a game actually did that for me. And another rare game. Well, probably not. Well, it probably is rare. Multiple Racing Challenge. If anyone heard of that,
I think I have.
It seemed like a small game because there's only 3 courses. 3 courses. And then it's the same course as reverse. There's 2 unlockable cars. One thing, great soundtrack. Really great soundtrack, especially when you win the game. The credit roll soundtrack was good. It was by Ocean and published by Geki or something like that. I don't know. But it was a fun racing game. There was some weird game my dad just bought randomly. He's like, here, have this. I was like, what is this? It was a pretty fun game. I liked it. I was hoping for like a sequel or something with more in it, but I've never seen, like, there's not a lot of YouTube videos about it. I always know it's like, here in the US it's called Multi-Racing Championship. In Europe it's called Multi-Racing Challenge. So it's like different versions of it.
Well, hell, Mario Kart 64 is awesome.
Oh,
yeah. Battle mode, so much time playing that.
We forgot about Paper Mario.
Oh God, we did.
Literally the successor to the
To Mario RPG. I love Paper Mario. I played that. God, how did I forget that? I played that like 6 times.
Man, I missed out on that game.
Super Mario.
We gotta get through that.
Super Mario RPG.
That and Paper Mario.
Dude, I just recently got a Super Nintendo and that game.
Well, you need to bring it over here so we can play that.
Yeah.
We'd have to use your capture card, but yeah, we could definitely do that.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
hell yeah. Oh, but Paper Mario we gotta play too because it's so much fun.
Oh yeah.
So I played 1,000 Year Door, but not the original Paper Mario.
The
The original
awesome.
one, oh yeah, the original Paper Mario is substantially better than the second one. But the second one still has its highlights. I will admit it was a good game.
Is the battle system the same? Like you have to use the control stick or the A button, B button?
It's pretty similar.
Okay.
That's why I like playing the Stick of Truth so much. It's basically like vulgar Paper Mario.
Pretty much.
Oh man, I love that.
It's great though because I just, again, as I said, I just picked it up, and my nieces don't really have older consoles. They have like 360s and play Call of Duty, and they're like, "Oh man, we like this game way better." They're trying to figure out how you can like leave the levels and stuff like that. It took them at least 5 to 10 minutes to try to figure out how to leave Mario's hut for the first time, and I'm like, "Oh, you guys are precious."
How do I no scope? How do I quick scope?
I need you to stop scoping.
God.
get your assault rifle.
Oh, another game that a lot of people haven't played, but it's really good. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer.
Oh yeah,
I
I was told
love
that was a
game.
good racing game.
Yeah,
I never played it though.
It's so good. It's like, I usually hate racing games, but I really like this one.
So you never played like Wave Race 64 or Diddy Kong Racing, nothing like that?
Diddy Kong Racing, yeah.
Hey, Diddy Kong Racing.
Early bird cameos for both Banjo and Conker.
Banjo, Conquer, Tip Top.
Yeah, Tip Top.
That was it.
Oh fuck, Tony Hawk Pro Skater was on there too.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
All of
The
them.
first one?
The first two.
Yeah, that's right. Tony Hawk 2 was on
That's
there.
that's what got me into ska and a bunch of
Yeah.
other like
Oh
other
yeah,
rap
I
and
love
stuff.
the Tony Hawk games.
Oh man,
Spider-Man 64.
Yeah.
that was pretty good.
I played it, man.
It wasn't
The
the
old
best.
Activision
Freaking-
one was
but
pretty good.
Man, Carnage, Octo Carnage, whatever, that dude scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, Carnage is a nut job.
Yeah, like I love Carnage, but then when I had to play Carnage and Dr. Octopus at the same time, I was like, no, not here. Because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to beat it. Because I was like, how you beat this guy? I can't, because I was just running.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, I got a web swing. Just web swing, you idiot. You're Spider-Man. Come on now.
God.
We forgot about Glover.
Glover.
That
You remember Glover?
horrible platformer.
I never played Glover.
It's pretty much a platformer where you play gloves that walk around and collect balls or some shit.
Okay, when we play it, we'll specifically play it and make it into a drinking game because
God.
you cannot take it seriously.
Wait, do you have Glover?
I do not, but I know somebody who has an N64, and I could probably pick it up pretty cheap.
God.
Kirby 64.
Oh yeah,
I
that
never got
shit
to
was-
play that one.
Kirby's
It is
Kirby
awesome.
games are always going to be great.
Yeah, Kirby games are fun. I wasn't really big on Kirby when I was growing up. My cousin had Kirby's Adventure, and then when I played that, I was like the only game I wanted to play on the NES. I want to play that more than Super Mario Bros. 3.
But does the soundtrack for 64 go as good with Snoop Dogg? Drop it like it's hot.
I don't think that song's even in the game. I don't think there's any original songs in the game.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I think it's all new songs.
Huh.
You still get the original abilities and then some.
Yeah.
I think actually that one you actually combine abilities too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, you can get like one ability and then another one. You can combine them together. I'm trying to remember because I only rented it and I played it for like the 5 days I had it for rent and returning it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have a chance to beat it. It was the last day. I was like, no, I need one more day. I want to beat the boss. Man,
Oh, man.
what are the N64 games? Pokemon Stadium 2. Like, Pokemon Stadium 2 was for those kids who didn't have friends for silver and gold because the little girl in the mall or whatever, you can link trade with her for items and stuff. So if you had no one to trade with, me,
Oh.
you had the N64 to give you like berries and items and stuff. I was like, damn, how come no one else have silver or gold right now? That's the shit back then.
I grew up with I had a buddy of mine who had the link cable, so we'd actually like fight each other on red versus blue. That was old school. I was like, you gotta
You kids don't know nothing until you get a 6-foot long cable to play your games.
You were
2
like
feet from each
connected
other.
to each
No,
other.
those cables back then they had a 3-way port directly in the middle, so you just chain link those bitches together, and like you want to battle, Guess what?
Yeah.
Add your link cable in, bitch.
Add your
We're
link
going.
cable. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
At
do
the
this.
end of it, you had like
4-player
20
Game Boy
people
games.
connected up.
Oh man, that shit was crazy. But it's like we were like we'd play like in the car if we were hanging out with his folks going somewhere. Big cable stretching through the cars. They're giant brick Game Boys.
I just remembered the worst N64 game,
What was that?
Castlevania 64.
Oh man.
Oh god, our buddy Alan would like.
Everybody.
I hear Alan like breaking a chair, running outside screaming.
I'm glad I missed out on that game because I saw the commercial. I was like, man, I want to play that one day. Then I saw the Angry Video Game Nerd video. Thank God I passed that game.
Now, I remember like even Nintendo Power, which sometimes the reviews could be kind of skewed back in the day because they actually worked for Nintendo.
Right.
Even then, they were just like,
No,
You know it's bad when Nintendo Power is basically suggesting, you know what? Maybe the Sega version isn't that bad.
Damn. If they're saying that, then it's like,
nah, son.
something's wrong with that game.
Oh yeah, and Doom. They brought back Doom
yeah,
for
they did.
N64.
Doom 64. And it was supposed to be in the style as the PC too, wasn't it?
Yeah, the best part was the strategy guides that they had. You know those like the mechanical spiders?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, here's a tip. You shoot it till it's dead. And it's like, yes!
Thank you, strategy guy. I'm proud of you. I'm glad I spent $30 on you.
Oh, I wouldn't even be mad because that's
Well,
that's
that was when Nintendo Power was the strategy guide for
Oh,
all the
yeah,
games. So
yeah.
they would have the
their
little...
guides were always funny.
They were. I miss when they did the comics because I wanted them to do the comics again.
Dude, somewhere I don't know if I still have it. I had like they actually collected some of their comics. They had a like a Mario comic that ran for a while, and like kind of like a Zelda manga that ran for a while, which was weird because based on Link to the Past, Link talks.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Link's Awakening, he's actually in a dream. When he's not in the dream, he can talk.
Oh, you know what? I don't know why I'm surprised by it. There's an Ocarina of Time manga out.
Really?
Yeah, Link
Yeah.
talking. The whole story, like they changed the whole story.
Here's the thing. Link's Awakening happens, I think it's right after or right before Ocarina of Time. I forget which one it is. So if they did the manga for that one as well, then that would make a lot more sense that he's able to talk.
Wait, Link's
because
Awakening
he's not
is the
no
Game
longer
Boy
in the
game.
dream.
Yeah.
No, I meant Link to the Past. It was based on Link to the Past.
Oh, Link to the Past, okay.
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, it's like, like he goes and fights, Ganon's punk ass, and like, hangs out with Zelda, goes to the Shadow Realm, like gets turned into a beast for a couple minutes, hangs out with some dude, turns into a bird.
The funny thing about the Ocarina of Time manga is like every girl wants Link.
Oh yeah.
It
Turns into one of them harem mangas.
Yeah, it pretty much almost did. If all the girls came in one spot in the manga, it would have been that. And I mean every girl.
I remember
Even Epona wanted it. Yeah.
What the?
Like I think there was a spot where Epona was like rubbing against Link, like how like a pet will nuzzle their human.
Well, that's just a horse being affection.
Yeah, but like I think she was doing it too much. I don't know. I read the manga like a long time ago, so I can't remember it.
Man, this ain't that play where Harry Potter rides a horse naked?
Oh, we're not doing this again.
Equus, that's the name of it.
Oh man.
Okay, guys, I have to say this now.
Oh god.
What is your saltiest moment in the N64 era?
I actually gotta think for that one.
Something that memory's just lingering there. That you're just like, that motherfucker did this to me in that game, and I can never fix it. Like, I'm still salty at my friend for that one thing he did back then.
The long shot in Perfect Dark.
Long shot.
Yeah, just
The one rocket launcher that can shoot through shit.
Yeah, it's a sniper rifle, but yeah, that made me so salty.
Go ahead. Oh, sorry. Oh, duh, I thought you had some more to say. Some of the mini games on Mario Party, even on the easiest difficulty, the ones where they tell you to rotate the control stick.
Yeah.
Are you nuts? Like there's no one humanly possible to do that, even on the easiest level.
On the
it got so bad that people were getting blisters on their thumb because they be doing the whole
their palm. Yeah,
they be using their whole palm. Nintendo had to issue gloves for those people.
Yeah, I was about to mention that. Yeah, it's crazy. I remember seeing that in Nintendo Power. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Man,
getting your repetitive injury motion.
That's probably it's not my most saltiest thing in gaming history, but
that's pretty crazy.
With the N64, that's the most saltiest moment.
No wonder they started making them out of the softer rubber afterwards.
Yeah, that's probably why. So that thing was hard plastic and
and more circular instead of the 8 directions. Yeah, it was more of the digital.
On it.
Yeah.
Well, no, they're still analog on the GameCube. Okay. But yeah, my saltiest moment had to be when I finally collected all the masks in Majora's Mask.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I did I think the second or third hardest mask to get.
Mm-hmm.
And then realized the last mask that I had to get was the easiest mask to get, and I'm just like, this was the most uneventful piece of shit moment ever.
It was like the Alexander saw the ocean and wept because he had no more worlds to conquer.
I think the second most saltiest moment is an incident on Ocarina of Time. As you brought that up, I was going towards Zora's Domain from coming from the Lost Woods. Well, time was it was sunset, so the time was, by the time I got to Zora's Domain entrance, the day was it was becoming night. So I miscalculated the jump.
Oh god!
And instead of going where the platform is, I missed the jump. Landed on another platform. Link automatically kept jumping until he reached the ladder that was supposed to lead up to Zora's Domain. Now here's the kicker. Right as soon as it hit nighttime in the in-game clock, a gold Skulltula appeared on the ladder. Scared the shit out of me. Because I was not expecting that. Like, just, bam, Skulltula. When Link grabbed the ladder, the Skulltula appeared, knocked him off. My reaction was, jump from the bed I was sitting on and landed in the hallway I was across from my room because it scared me that bad. My mom was in the bathroom putting on makeup. She didn't bat an eye at me. I walked back to my room in shame because a fucking 3D spider scared me in a Zelda game so much that I left my room in one leap like I was a black Superman. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like...
I hate to say it, but that's pretty gold.
I was like, let me just go back.
Just do the walk of shame.
Go back, kill this spider, and get in Zora's Domain so freaking Princess Ruto can mac on me so I can continue this mission. Oh my god.
A game where a young boy has to seduce a fish woman. You can tell it's from Japan.
Right? Oh man.
Woo.
Thank you for 20 years, Nintendo 64.
Yeah. And nearly making Cameron fly.
Believe it or not, I can fly if you scare me. Oh. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the podcast. I'm talking about the N64 and Luke Cage. If you did like what you heard, I was going to saw because you can't see. But if you did like what you heard, please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us your memories of the N64 in the comments below. We'll talk about it. Till then, my name is Cam from LowClassGaming.
This is Zim.
And Snowy.
We will see you all later.